interesting point. I brought this up in the first session. Does anybody remember about 5 years ago about the young couple that actually decapitated their baby's head and threw it in the trash can? Anybody remember that? What did you think about that? I mean, I want you to think about a baby. And all of a sudden you're grabbing that baby's head and you're cutting it off and decapitating it. What would you think right now of those people? Don't lie. You're out there right now saying, let's get the hangman's noose, let's hang them high. And a lot of my students were like that. I was in my class, I would have to say, here we go with statistics, about 85 to 90% of them would have loved to take a gun, put it up against their head, and blown their brains out. And said, I'll send you up to God, who can go ahead and judge you. But here's the interesting thing. I said, do you ever take a look at the perspective from their point of view? And they're like, what are you talking about, Mr. Shimoniak? I said, well, did you read the article in the Brownsville Herald? It actually did a very good article on the husband and the husband's background. Okay? So here you go. I want you to think of this. And this actually goes back to social-centric thinking. The young man didn't have a father. His mother was a prostitute for many years. She was a drug addict. All right? Now, this should immediately paint to you what type of nice, nurturing, loving environment that he's going to be in. So he's going what? From trick to trick. Do you ever think for a moment that he actually learned what right and wrong was, let alone what the quality of life was? So he grows up in this atmosphere for 17 or 18 years, and all of a sudden he gets with this young girl and they have a baby, and they find out, or they believe that their baby has some type of demon, and they figure that the only thing that they can do is simply kill it and decapitate its head. So before you sit there and you want to crucify him on a cross, do you ever take a look at their perspective? Or better yet, oh here, let's really come to the cross. You do your work, or you're halfway in your midterm, and I give you an F for a grade. What's going through your mind? That no good, stupid, long, tall, Leo Flacco, he gave me this grade, I don't believe this. Oh, you're looking at what? It's my perspective. It's my grade. I did everything you told me to do. And you gave me an F. Did you ever take a look at what you did in your perspective? Now, how can we help to be able to use these intellectual standards? Everybody look on the front. Yeah, flag. Anybody wonder the significance behind this little traffic light? Red, yellow, and green? You know what it is? The next time you read something, the next time someone comes up and talks to you, do me a favor. Take the signal light off of green. Put it on red. Until you can do what? You can ask the questions of, is it clear? Is it accurate? Is it precise? You can even go into the elements of thought and say, well, what do I mean? Hold on. So what's the whole purpose behind this? We can actually use the elements of thought. Why? We're trying to get more information because we need to understand, are we going to believe it? Is it true? Is it accurate? And then when we do get information, we can either do one of two things. We can turn the light to yellow, which is, okay, I'll proceed in a very cautionary, I want to get some more information. I will kind of believe you in steps until I get some more relevant facts. And then the light goes on in green. Or else we can get the information and we can go from red to green and say, okay, I believe it to be true. I believe it because you've given me the relevant facts. They are good primary sources. I've talked with people. So therefore, I can believe it to be true because I've discerned it. I've applied some type of critical thinking standards to it. Anybody ever gone to a doctor's office? Dentist's office? When you walk in, sir, what do you usually see when you walk into a dentist or doctor's office? Receptionist. Oh, you mean the doctor's not waiting for you? What's your name, sir? Alberto. He goes, hey, Alberto, come on in. So, what have you been doing? Is it like the cowboy game lately? No dentist there. There's a receptionist, right? What does a receptionist usually do? Hello. Sure. What's your name? Why are you here? What time? Do you have an appointment? What? And you're like, wow, you know, I'm not coming into the National Security Agency. I'm just going for my dentist appointment. But what do you think she's doing? She's applying standards and trying to measure and find out and discern why you are here. Who are you going to see? And ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Activate your virtual administrative assistant. When it comes in, the light turns on red, your administrative assistant jumps up from his or her chair and goes, whoa, wait a minute. Is that really clear? Where did you find that out? What source did you use? You tell me you love me? How do you love me? What are you talking about when you say that? You know, what's their underlying tone here? What's What's the purpose? What's the information? How can I back that up and support it? How can I make sure that it's accurate? You can apply it to everything, ladies and gentlemen. Not only to how and the manner you're learning here at this college, but also where you work and also with your relationships. Thinking, using critical thinking and using intellectual standards blends in all our lives. And we're only good as the amount of thinking that we do and the quality of thinking that we do. You know, in closing, ladies and gentlemen, is that this. We all need to think better. A lot of people, as you see, are not here because they simply have the uninformed assumption, hey, my thinking is the best. Why should I go there? That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm doing really well. I have A's and B's. And at the same time, they're believing things that have no type of standards to them. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we need to do a better job at thinking. And the only way that we can do that is by applying some type of standards so that when information comes in, we can actually validate it. And we're on the road to being better.